Happy New Year, everybody. I'm here with Rachel and one of my best clients. And Rachel is a first-time home buyer that just purchased her first home. Actually, throughout the holidays, it happened pretty quick.
It was very fast. It was like I started looking, a month later I was moving in.
I know. And we found this amazing property that actually wasn't on market or MLS. So that was super cool. Rachel, tell about a little bit about the process.
Yeah, everything was very smooth. I love the house. I really just started looking, and then one of the first times we went out, we found the place. I fell in love with it, and you made everything happen so quickly and so smoothly, and I love my new house.
So Rachel, quick question. I know you were interviewing multiple realtors. Why did you choose me?
Honestly, I just kept hearing about what a great realtor you are. Everyone had just such positive feedback. But really what it came down to is just like your responsiveness. When I had questions, I would reach out to different realtors and you always like got back to me like so quickly. Yeah, you just really were attentive and made sure that I was like the first to see properties. Even when I couldn't get there, you took videos and like sent them to me. I just felt the responsiveness and your reputation.
Nice. Rachel, another question. Was there anything specific in this transaction that stood out to you? I know it was a lot of puzzle pieces, a lot of learning, a lot of information all in one.
Yeah, I think as a first-time home buyer, I didn't really know the things that I needed to do. And you went ahead and had the home inspection done, the septic inspection. Because of that, we were able to get those things fixed by the buyer so I could move in and really had no work to do myself. So it was really just your knowledge of knowing the things to ask for, the geologist to come out. And then when I moved in, you set up the Christmas tree because it was right before Christmas. And so all those little things, I mean, the home inspection wasn't really a little thing. The septic inspection wasn't a little thing, but were very helpful and stood out to me.
Rachel, I want to share something with the public. I was extremely impressed about your behavior throughout this process. Guys, Rachel will show up always with book notes, ready to take notes, write down things like what happened to this inspection, what did I need to do with the lender, what do I need to do with this conversation and this inspection. So I was extremely impressed. Do you have any advice for a first-time home buyer that's looking for a property now that you learned throughout this process?
When I tend to talk to a lot of like first-time home buyers, especially ones in their early 30s, the process can be very intimidating. It's actually a lot, it shouldn't be as intimidating as people make it out to be. But I think one of the main things I learned is just to get research. What I want to say is that I got, like for the lender, I looked at 3 different options. So I think really reaching out and looking at all of your options when it comes to lending and getting multiple opinions when it comes to a property, and then taking those all in with a grain of salt.
What would you say to another first-time home buyer or client that's on the fence of working with me?
I would say if you're gonna buy a house in the San Lorenzo Valley, work with Mario. He is the best realtor in the valley, and he will really look out for your best interest.
I know that we started talking, boom, 2 weeks later, we found the one. We had a very short timelines to close right before Christmas.
Yeah.
With like 17 days, or it was really quick. What did you think about the management of the transaction?
Yeah, I think it could have been really stressful because we closed very quickly. You were very on top of it. I mean, making sure I got my insurance within time, that was hard. But since we did it, everything so quickly, and you were on top of like making sure we had everything we needed, the process was very smooth and wasn't very stressful.
Thank you, Rachel. You're making my day.